Y'all, we got it. Yeah, that's it. We got the 10,000 as of right now. Let's see what we got. What do we got? We are at as of the recording of this video, we are at 106% of our goal for Dr. Deathface over on IndieGoGo. I'm so like I can't. I'm shocked. That did come from a lot of very generous people. I was actually, I think, most shocked by. So I had the producer and executive producer packages, which I do think hold a lot of value, but at the same time, they're $500 and $1,200, and five people pick the producer package. That's half the producer packages, and then three of the five executive producer packages have been claimed. That's crazy. That's legitimately insane. I'm so happy about that. I wish I had more to show you. I just want to talk really briefly about the campaign and where we're at and what the future holds. That kind of jazz. So, Doctor Deathface is constantly being worked on my end. Unfortunately, we have not gotten to a point where we have like everything kind of finalized to start production, and that's just been a matter of me being busy. Honestly, I still have to work full time right now, and it kind of, I had this plan to kind of start the actual shooting process, or at least like the intensive pre-production during the campaign, and then eventually we would get to the point, or like we'd be able to like put more content out, more updates. But I haven't done any updates because there hasn't been anything to update. It's just kind of been stagnant. And obviously, with the $10,000, it's going to help. Like, it's going to stop being stagnant. I'm hoping within about a week of the campaign ending, we should be able to start rolling out updates, getting everything organized, and bringing like the producer and executive producers kind of into the fold to kind of get all that business going. And it shouldn't take too long to shoot. Right now, I'm planning on a pretty hefty pre-production process and a fairly short shooting process. That's the current plan anyway. Can't really say if that's going to be definitively how it goes, but we'll see. I might also be doing Indiegogo's in-demand option, which essentially allows us to keep collecting funds. Because my original hope, my kind of goal originally was, since we would in this theoretical uh, campaign that didn't end up happening, we would be able to put out enough updates that people would discover the campaign, we get more donations, and wind up with like maybe like 20 grand or something. That was my plan, my hope, but that kind of got dashed because I just had to make 25 things you missed in Spider-Man and what have you kind of videos, and kind of keep up with that, keep up with family, all this stuff, just stuff. So that kind of wound up, you know, but that's okay because we made $2,000. So like, sure, fuck it, why not? I'm very excited about this. It's the first time I've ever done a crowdfunding campaign where we actually got the money. It's also, I believe, the most money I've ever asked for in a campaign. So like, fucking win-win there. It's still going to be pretty tough. We have a couple days left. If you are out there and you haven't donated yet and you are pledged yet and you would like to, I certainly would love that. If we could get to like 12,000 before it ends, that would be super rad. That would help with a bit of the overhead when it comes to actually, fulfilling all the promises. But I mean, right now I'm feeling pretty good. I don't really have any serious qualms. My only real qualms are the usual. Wishing I could have done more during the campaign and really made it like a proper full-fledged campaign. But I like basically in January I was getting more freelance work, and the idea was, okay, well, if I can get enough freelance work that can supplement my usual income, and I'll be okay. But then the virus kind of surged, and all that work kind of like just evaporated. So that, it happens. But yeah, thank you guys so much for getting to this campaign. I'm shocked this actually worked. I've become a very pessimistic person when it comes to raising funds, but now I have my biggest budget ever, which kind of kind of sad, but that's okay. If you're a professional filmmaker out there, you know that it's a little sad. But as someone who has managed to get a lot out of very little in his past two films, and who has become a much better cinematographer and editor in these last few years, and who has kind of upped his equipment game quite a bit, I'm pretty excited. So right now, I was also hoping to do. I mentioned this in the pitch video. I was hoping to do a kind of budget video, and I don't think I'm able to do that because there's. I think this is one of those things where I can't really explain it fully because it's kind of in flux. But I don't know exactly how much a very major part of the production is going to cost, and I haven't had the time to get that figured out because it requires me to do a lot of work. Probably only like 2 or 3 days of worth of work, but I haven't had 2 or 3 days to do that work, which sucks, but whatever. So I haven't been able to do the budget video. I will do like in the updates for those who have pledged. I will explain that in depth for you. I was hoping to explain it in depth before so that I could get more people on my side to give me money. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm also I'm going to be doing some stuff for the Head's upcoming release. Another thing I can't really talk about that much, but there is a release coming up for the Head on Blu-ray, and some stuff happened, and that release got pushed a little bit. My fault. And so we're doing some stuff behind the scenes to make it a better release than it would have been to begin with, which is pretty cool. And that I have no idea when it'll actually get released. It'll be probably this year, but I have no idea when this year. But we're going to be doing some stuff, and I will include some behind the scenes of that as well as we kind of go through that process, both for my patrons and for those who have pledged the IndieGoGo. Partially because some of the fun, like the equipment that we get from this, we're not buying a lot of equipment, but we are buying a few things, and it will probably go into some of that head work or whatever. So I might as well include that as part of the behind the scenes junk that you'll get as part of your pledge to this campaign. So expect some of that as well. And yeah, I don't have much else to say. I wish I had like a cool stretch goal. I wish I had a stretch goal. I don't. I just don't. I could make some bullshit up, but I just don't because we didn't get as far as we wanted to pre-production wise. And that, whatever. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy that we have $10,000 and some change to actually make this movie. We've got some potential outside investment coming in as well. So this should be pretty rad. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a challenge. But based on the math I've done so far, it's going to be cool. Yeah, that's all I really got. This is weird because this is just me congratulating myself for raising $10,000. But hey guys, go and give more money to the thing. And if you've already given money, thank you. You're beautiful and I love your face and your boobs. That's everybody, by the way, men and women. Just love your boobs. So yeah, thank you so much, and go watch a movie, guys.